Hello, today I want to give you the case for an attention diet. An attention diet, well, it's a bit like a real diet. Um, the idea is that, if you eat too much food, you need to go on a diet. It may be that we are getting too much information in the world, and it's time we went on an information diet or an attention diet. It's this idea, like in the I think 50s and 60s, the world started making more food than we can eat. It's the first time in human history. So since the 1950s and 60s, you're getting the growth of very fat people, more and more fat people. And that means in the 1980s, particularly, there was a movement for fitness revolution, and dieting became very popular because people realize you can't just keep eating hamburgers every meal. You will get fat. And maybe the same is true for information. If you think about now with a smartphone, we have access to every single piece of information ever created by humans in our hand, and it's too much to digest like a diet. So here's an idea for going on an attention diet. So number one, I've got here, cut out all the stuff that is not helping you. Purge your friends and followers. For example, if you have Twitter or Facebook, once you get more than 100 or so friends there, some people have like 2,000 people, they're following 2,000 people. Well, it's impossible to keep up with 2,000 people. Instead, slim it down. So have a look at each friend and follower. Do I learn from this person or care about this person? If the answer is yes, keep it. If the answer is no, get rid of the connection. And the same for media sources. Oops, this is a spelling mistake. Media sources. If you're reading lots of rubbish news, your life will be full of rubbish. Instead, choose the intelligent, useful media, and you'll find there's not much of that actually. So I've written 90% of news media is rubbish or repetitive of the same old stuff. So if you cut out all the rubbish in your Facebook and Twitter feeds and things, it won't take you very long to get up to date, and you don't have to keep flipping through every single person. Okay, number two, find nutritional sources. Nutritional. Find nutritional sources. What? Nutrition means good for you, healthy. So long form content, in other words, like maybe newspaper reports or even longer, magazine style length, or a video that took a long time to make. Maybe it's only a 10-minute video or 5-minute video, but it's not rubbish. It's got some intelligence behind it. Maybe it took months to create. Watch those kinds of videos. Uh-oh, this video only took 10 minutes to create. Ooh. But you're only looking at this once a week, right? And number three, be deliberate about how you use technology. So don't always have your smartphone and looking at the Facebook. Maybe take Facebook off of your telephone so it's hard to search. Another more extreme thing is put an electrical timer. You can have on your plugs a timer that will cut off after a certain time. Then put your Wi-Fi router through that timer. So like you can set it so at 10 o'clock every night, the Wi-Fi goes down, forcing you to turn off your computer, turn off the smartphone, and just calm down. Stop having a dialogue with everybody around the world. Or also, it's like social etiquette, like secondhand smoke. You know how terrible it is if somebody's smoking a cigarette and you're sitting there and you're in the same room with somebody smoking. It feels old-fashioned, doesn't it? Maybe it's the same thing with using a smartphone. If you're in the room with somebody and you're having a conversation, you should have a rule: no telephones. I've done that actually before coronavirus. We used to go, if you go to a bar, there's one friend who said if you use your smartphone, you have to pay 100 yen, and goes in the middle. And it was good actually. It meant that we weren't all looking at telephones. We were having to have conversations. Okay, some ideas. So this is a digital, an attention diet. Now I've got 3 questions here. Number 1, how much time do you spend online in a day? If you have a smartphone, sometimes it will tell you. Are you spending too much time on nutrition-free information, like TikTok or something? Number 2, what sources of information are good or nutritional? Number 3, do you think an attention diet is a good idea? Could you go on such a diet? Okay, have a go with that, and we'll have a chat when I see you next. By the way, all of these ideas I took from a video by Mark Manson called Digital Addiction: How Information Overload Destroys Your Mind. So these are not original ideas to me. I'm summarizing what Mark Manson said. If you search for that online, you can find the original video. Okay, good luck. Stop looking at this information and think about some English. Okay, bye.